viewers, I'm the Extraordinary Tourist, and I just thought I'd do a video blog update of things that I'm up to. If you're not into vlogs, feel free to tune out now, but if you are, here we go. I've been on holidays over the Christmas and New Year period, so I hope you have been too, and that you had a good holiday and all that, and you're starting to get back into the swing of things. As far as my website goes, I've been reviewing what I'm planning to do and all my updates and stuff. If you check out my website now, you'll see it looks pretty much exactly the same as it did before I went on my break, and that's because I've got a lot of plans for it and I just haven't been able to get round to implementing any of them just yet, but that will happen. Just quickly, got a preview of my latest artwork that'll be coming up for auction on eBay. Here we go here, if I can get that, there you go. Painted that just yesterday, and that's called A Cat's Tail, and that will be my next painting coming up. In other news, whoops, nearly tipped you all over there. I've just bought myself this. Is this really cute or what? It's a kid's guitar, which means it's about half the size of a real guitar. And you can see it kinda works, although when I got it the strings were all loose and it probably seriously needs a tune, but it sounds like a real guitar. What am I going to be doing with this, you might ask? Well, this is for an upcoming art project, and I'm going to be, if all goes well, modifying this guitar to produce another piece of artwork, but I'm not going to tell you much more about that. But it's something to look out for, and if it goes well, you'll see how it turns out. If it doesn't, just forget I ever mentioned it. Okay, so that's pretty much most of the small news. The biggest news I have is that finally I've got myself a new camera, and that doesn't mean I won't be using this particular webcam anymore. This webcam's been pretty useful over the last year, and for those of you following my videos, you'll know it's shaped like a ladybug, which makes it look very toy-like, but it's actually been a very good camera. But the reason why we have a new camera is so that I can get out of my studio. And here's the little camera here, nice little portable thing, little display on it, and the good thing about this is that for the first time I'll be able to get out of my studio, start showing you a bit of my hometown, and maybe doing some sort of outside videos showing you some of the art and other things that you'll find in my part of the world. It's pretty hard not to sort of play around with this while I'm talking, so if I keep looking down, that's why. I thought I might explain some of the features of this camera, because I know a lot of you are interested in what kind of cameras people use. This particular one, I can't give you an actual brand name for it, even though I bought it new and it's got the box. I can't work out the exact brand name. It's an import from probably Hong Kong or China or somewhere like that, because I need a power adapter just to plug it into the power outlets here in Australia. But I got this off eBay for a couple of $100, and what's notable about it is that it has a Panasonic CCD chip inside it, as opposed to what many digital cameras and webcams usually have, which is instead of a CCD chip, they have a CMOS chip or CMOS chip. The bonus with a CCD chip is it gives much better quality than your usual chips, and it gives a much clearer picture. So this is actually getting close to the top end of this style of camera, which is I guess you'd describe it as a USB multifunction digital video camera. It records video to memory cards, which is advantageous in that you don't have to buy DVD discs to record to, or digital video tape. You just record it straight to a memory card and then plug this thing into your computer, and it acts as a hard drive. The files are already stored in a format that you can just import straight into your editing program. This particular camera will take up to a 2 GB memory card, so that gives you plenty of record time. And the battery, I've only charged it up once since I bought it, which about 3 days ago, and I haven't used it a heck of a lot, but I have used it quite a bit, and it's got a flash on there, which usually, for those of you that do digital photography, know that the flash usually is quite a drain on the camera, and so far it hasn't shown the battery going down very much at all. The other good thing about this camera is that it's a 6 megapixel digital still camera, which is far better than the digital still camera that I've been using to photograph my artwork with. That camera was a 1.2 megapixel, so hopefully you'll see a dramatic jump in the quality of prints on my Cafe Press products, and also you should be able to buy larger poster prints of some of my artworks too. So what else can I tell you about it? So it's a digital still camera, it's a handheld video camera, plays MP3s, what else, has a remote control, records to MPEG-4 format, and another cool bonus that I discovered with this camera, I didn't know you could do it, is that you can plug this in. It has an AV in, or an audio video in socket, which means you can plug it into any device that has audio video out sockets and record footage directly from that device, which means, in layman's terms, I can plug this into a television that has audio video output and record directly from the TV. So that's a useful feature. I can record stuff directly off my videotapes, turn them into digital files, and get all that old footage off of my videotapes and use it, which I'm going to do because I have some animations that I made over 10 years ago on videotape that I'd really like to show you, but this is the first opportunity that I've had that capability. So this video has been running for 8 minutes roughly. What I'm going to do is, just to finish up, is I'm going to power up this camera, and although you probably won't get a feel for the quality of the video on it after this video is uploaded and goes through the various compression processes, hopefully you will see that it has a much better quality than this webcam, at least. Oh, and the other thing, this camera will actually record at 320 times 240 pixels at 30 frames per second, which is ideal for uploading video to the internet, but also it will record at 640 by 480 pixels at 30 frames per second, which is pretty close to DVD and television quality format. So makes it a good camera as a compromise for if you want to make DVDs that you can watch on the television. So without further ado, let's power this thing up. See the screen working there, and that's me on camera, and that's pretty much you that I'm filming now, although you can't see yourself because you're sitting in my webcam. So if I perhaps get this camera like this, and we'll just transfer you and go. And there you go. You should be sitting in my new webcam. There's my old one. As I said, looks very much like a ladybird, but a very good camera. And beside that you can see my filler light. And what I'm going to do, there we go, that's my television that I painted. Let's go out of my studio and I'll show you what the outdoors looks like. This is the first time I've been able to go out of my studio with a camera, because that webcam you saw is too sensitive to the light and completely washes out. What you're looking at there is the back of my house, and if we turn around, orange tree, and there's the outside of my studio. As you can see, it's got a big door on the front. In fact, that whole front is 2 doors that I can open up on a really hot day, because if I keep it closed, I pretty much cook inside there. Today it's a really nice day, it's very sunny, but it's not too hot and there's a breeze, so there you go. That's just a quick use of this camera. I won't drag this out, you'll be seeing a lot more of this in the future. So